ladies and gentlemen. I hope you're all having a great and wonderful day. Well, what we have here is very toxic and dangerous cookies for your kids and you alike. Because of course, for some unknown reason, our companies or what have you cannot stop putting poison into our food. It really is surprising, and it really makes you wonder how the FDA is even functioning at all, considering the fact that you're just like, oh, it's okay, you can have these poisons in your food. That's completely fine, because, it doesn't explain why many people are having cancer and all these other horrible things, because, we have companies literally putting poison in our food. So what we have here is this. We have this from Army of Good Bots saying Girl Scout cookies found to be toxic, with high levels of glyphosate and heavy metals above EPA limits. Tests found Roundup, herbicide, arsenic, lead, mercury, and aluminum, to name a few. Joe Rogan explains in a shared video. So, last time I checked, why is arsenic and mercury, aluminum, or any of these metals in cookies? Why are they added in here? For what purpose do they have to have these metals in cookies, or any metals in cookies for that matter? Who is actually wanting to put this? And by the way, one of the big things here that I probably think we should probably hear is arsenic and mercury are known to be very, very toxic, let alone lead. So I don't know what's going on here, but who is allowing these cookies to just go off the shelves and be like, hey, that's okay. There you go, buy them. Well, what we have here is this.
I was reading some study on fucking on Girl Scout cookies, like how many, like they've done studies on Girl Scout cookies where they break them down and find out what's in them. Oh, holy shit, they're fucking toxic as fuck. It's somebody bad. I'll send it to you, Jamie, because I sent it to my wife because she's trying to avoid Girl Scout cookies.
Because those smiling face of those the little Girl hustlers. Scout, you can imagine she's gonna give you something bad.
Yeah, those little hustlers. They catch you at the grocery store. I'll find this for you, Jamie. There was this thing about. Oh, here it is. The different seed oils, all the different things in them.
Is this video?
Yeah, it's probably one of them.
Yeah, add insult to injury, guys. Seed oils are also in the cookies, which, by the way, seed oils are very bad for you. Don't consume seed oils.
What does it say here? Thin Mints being the worst offenders. 5 flavors of Girl Scout cookies contained. Back up. Contained levels of glyphosate and heavy metals above EPA water safety limits. New investigation found 100% of tested Girl Scout cookies contained glyphosate. 100%. Controversial herbicide and Roundup. 88% contained toxic metals like arsenic, lead, and mercury. Key finding, Thin Mints had the highest glyphosate levels at 111.07 ppb, 334 times what experts say is harmful.
344 times of what experts deem as harmful. What are we... So they're just trying to kill people at this point, right? They're just trying to off people out in the streets. Now that I'm thinking about it, perhaps maybe eating Girl Scout cookies might not be the greatest idea. Anymore, at least. Because maybe I did eat some Girl Scout cookies back in my day, and I didn't realize I was bloody poisoning myself. Maybe for your kids and, and for everything else alike, perhaps maybe don't consume Girl Scout cookies for, maybe your own sanity, for your own health. Hopefully I don't have any other horrible, debilitating diseases or what have you that comes afoot because, I ate poison. But what else can I say?
Peanut butter patties had the highest heavy metal contamination, with lead reaching 42.5 ppb and aluminum at 27,500 ppb, ppm. 76% of cookies tested exceeded cadmium safety limits, and 96 contained lead.
That's wild.
Girl Scout USA, which sells 200 million boxes per year, $800 million in revenue, did not respond to researchers before publication. I wonder why. I was reading some.
I wonder why. It's probably because we're poisoning your kids. We're poisoning your family. We're poisoning everybody. Probably because they're like, hello. It's like, we're not supposed to respond to such and such. Yeah, well, probably because It's true that we're poisoning you. It's like it's insane. It's insane, guys. It's really quite insane. Like, why does the FDA even approve this? And of course, we have this here, where 100% of Girl Scout cookies contained toxic metals and glyphosate. So it says the results of the study reveal that 100% of the samples proved positive for the presence of glyphosate and toxic metals. Additionally, 88% of the samples tested positive for all 5 toxic metals. Cadmium levels exceeded EPA limits in 76% of the samples. Lead was also found in 96% of the cookies sampled. This is very concerning since high levels of glyphosate alone can lead to various health issues such as endocrine disruption, cancer, miscarriages, gut issues, autism, and sperm damage. It is typically used as a dyeing agent before crops such as oats, wheat, barley, and legumes are harvested. It also serves as a weed killer for various GMO crops such as canola, soy, corn, and beet sugar. Unfortunately, many of these foods are common Girl Scout cookie ingredients, so they should be banned, right? They should just be banned from ever being sold to the public at all, by the way. And then, hello, FDA, why is this approved? I really want to know. I really want to know. This is the reason why I cannot wait till RFK gets into the work and starts destroying the FDA and everything else, because the FDA is allowing us to eat this poison. There's no else to say about it. There's no discussion about this. They are literally allowing us to eat poison. So maybe FDA, you're lying to us. What foods are you also allowing us to consume that is also poison or very bad for us, potentially causing us miscarriages, cancers, etc.? Because now I think you're just doing it for profit at this point, because you don't care what people are putting in their foods. And the FDA is like, we care about your health. Right, you care about killing people, because if you actually cared, you would allow poison cookies to be putting on the shelves for people to consume. So I don't know what else about you. Then we have this here. Snopes. Snopes, of all things, says Girl Scout cookies are accused of containing toxins. Here's why they're still safe to eat. Well, here's why they're still safe to eat. I don't know. If it contains any amount of actual toxic metals, I kind of don't want to eat them, because, I'm trying to be careful on what I put into my body and what I consume. I mostly drink water, so I should be fine unless they're putting toxins in water now, which I would not be far surprised. But maybe I should just not believe on Snopes what they're doing. They're saying self-described consumer groups Moms Across America and GMO Science posted their lab reports in which Girl Scout cookies tested positive for heavy metals and the herbicide glyphosate. Lab reports showed glyphosate and the naturally occurring heavy metals arsenic, cadmium, lead, mercury, and aluminum in the cookies were at levels well within the safety guidelines for food established by the FDA, FPA, and CDC. It would take 66 pounds child eating 9,000 cookies in one day to approach the dangerous levels as defined by the FDA. But why would you want your kids to even eat them in the first place? Why would you want them to eat it anyways? You're right. You're saying it's like it's okay to eat poison. This is the media for you guys. They're saying it's okay for you to eat poison. Guys, what are we doing here? By the way, let's take away your USID, by the way, Snopes. Let's take away that, because obviously that has to be the case here, because any other way, there's nobody else that's going to be telling you to eat poison. What are we doing here, by the way? So, again, this is insanity here. Guys, you have been informed, these Girl Scout cookies are poison. They will eventually kill you. Don't consume them. And wait for RFK to take these cookies off the shelves and not make them be eligible for people to be eating, because obviously these cookies will cause serious health effects. And for women, ladies, perhaps don't eat them either, because if you actually want to have kids or what have you, or if you're pregnant, God forbid, don't eat these, because you may have a miscarriage. And I know on how traumatizing that is for women. Well, not just for women, but for men too, when they have a miscarriage. But how traumatized it is for you guys, don't eat these cookies. For the love of God, just do not eat them. For your own health benefit, don't eat them. And if you're pregnant, for the love of God, don't eat them because there's a chance you have a miscarriage. So we don't want that to happen to you. So guys, that's it for the video. This is insanity here. I cannot believe that this is reality. This is the reason why the FDA is failing the American people and why RFK is going after this, because this should not be allowed to be consumed at all, period. This is just completely insane. All right, guys, that's it for the video. Like, subscribe, share, as always. Take care, my friends, and stay away from Girl Scout cookies.
Burn down the city, scream at the top of your lungs till you're dizzy. You can cancel everything and everybody in it, but it's not your